Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're looking at something that really feels like it could be a game changer for creativity. It's an AI tool from Google, and, well, it seems poised to potentially shake up how videos get made.
That's right. We're focusing today on Google Flow. It made a bit of a splash when it was introduced at Google I/O 2025.
Yeah.
And we're diving into it based on the materials we've seen about it.
And it feels really relevant now because, it points towards this future where making really high quality video content isn't just for big studios with huge budgets anymore.
Exactly. It feels like a big step towards maybe democratizing filmmaking.
Totally. So, okay, let's break it down. What is Google Flow exactly?
Right. So at its core, it's an AI-powered filmmaking platform. It comes from Google DeepMind.
Okay.
And the whole point is basically to help creators make stuff that looks and sounds, properly cinematic.
And the interesting part is how it does that. It's not just like one AI model doing everything.
No, not at all. It actually pulls together 3 pretty advanced Google AI models that work in concert.
Okay, so what are they?
Well, first up is VO3.
Yeah.
People might know it as a text-to-video model, right?
Yeah.
But here, it's generating the video. And this is key synchronized audio. So dialogue, sound effects, ambient sound, all generated together.
That's huge. Because getting audio right, getting it to match, that's always a hurdle.
It really is. Having VO3 handle that natively,
Yeah.
that's a big deal for speeding things up and making it integrated.
Definitely. Okay, so that's VO3. What else?
Then you've got Imagen 4. This is Google's text-to-image model.
Right, for stills.
Exactly. But within Flow, you use it to generate detailed visual assets. So think characters, environments, props, all just from describing them in text.
So you can kind of world build just using words.
Pretty much. And then the third piece is Gemini. Gemini is what makes it all intuitive to use. It understands your prompts in normal everyday language.
Right.
You don't need special commands. You just describe your vision, and Gemini sort of translates that for VO and Imagen.
Ah, okay. So it's like the interface, the brain understanding your instructions.
Kind of like your creative assistant, yeah.
Got it. So with those 3 working together, what are the main features? What can you actually do with Flow?
Well, the basic function is generating video clips, right? Text to video. These are short, 8-second clips, usually from text, or maybe an image prompt.
8 seconds. Okay, so how do you build something longer?
That's where the scene builder comes in. It's a specific feature for taking those short clips and stitching them together into a proper scene or narrative.
Okay, so editing, sequencing.
Yeah, and more. It lets you modify the footage you've generated, tweak things, and crucially, it helps maintain consistency across shots.
Oh, that's important, like making sure a character looks the same from clip to clip.
Exactly. Or that the lighting matches, the style stays coherent. That's been a major challenge for AI video, and scene builders meant to tackle that.
Right, you need that for storytelling. Anything else?
Yeah, there's asset management, just helps keep track of all your generated bits and pieces, your prompts. And something really interesting, camera controls.
Camera controls within the AI generation.
It lets you adjust things like virtual camera movements, angles, different viewpoints, gives you more of that cinematic control after the initial generation.
Wow, okay. That sounds powerful. So who is this really for?
Well, the material really emphasizes that it's designed for, creators of all kinds. The idea is to let people produce high-quality video even if they don't have a ton of technical skill or traditional gear.
So it really lowers the barrier to entry.
That seems to be the core goal. Enabling storytellers, basically. If you've got an idea but maybe lack the resources to film it conventionally, Flow could offer a way to bring it to life much more easily.
Yeah, bypassing some of those technical or frankly financial hurdles. Now, when we look at the pros and cons, it's interesting, the source material we looked at, it really focused heavily on the benefits.
Yeah. It did, yeah. It didn't really go into potential downsides or ethical discussions. That wasn't part of the info we had.
Okay, so sticking just to what was mentioned, the main pros highlighted were definitely that democratization aspect we talked about.
Right, reducing barriers, making it easier, more efficient for creators, speeding up the workflow.
Which brings up the practical question. Okay, how do people actually get access to this? Is it widely available?
Currently, it's offered in the U.S.
Okay, U.S. only for now. And how do you get it?
It's part of Google's AI subscription plans, specifically AI Pro and AI Ultra.
Ah, so it's a paid thing.
Yep. AI Pro gives you the main features, but with a cap, 100 generations per month.
And AI Ultra.
That one gives you higher usage limits, and importantly, it gives you early access to VO3 with that native audio generation built in.
Gotcha. So different tiers depending on your needs. Thinking bigger picture now, the future outlook. The material uses some strong language, like potentially revolutionizing the creative industry.
Yeah, even mentioning it could change the world of filmmaking by opening it up to so many more people.
That's a bold claim, but you can see the potential, right?
Absolutely. It makes you wonder what kind of new storytelling could emerge. Things that were just too complex or expensive before might suddenly become possible for, just one person or a small team.
We could see a real explosion of different kinds of content, maybe from voices we haven't heard as much from.
That's the hope, I think.
So for listeners who are intrigued by all this,
Yeah.
any suggestions and an action tip?
Well, the sources mentioned an official intro video that shows flow in action. That sounds like a good starting point just to see it.
See what it looks like, yeah.
Or, if you're in the US and keen to try it, then exploring those Google AI subscription plans, Pro and Ultra, would be the way to go.
Makes sense. Okay, so let's wrap up this deep dive.
Sounds good.
I think the core idea is pretty clear. Tools like Google Flow are significantly lowering the technical bar for video production.